Hi friends, happy Friday! Woohoo! I love a good Friday. I hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your Friday just as much as I am. Um, Today we're going to be talking about something that is actually kind of like being excited for Friday, being thankful for something, having gratitude towards something. Um, right now, sometimes it's hard to find gratitude and be positive because of all the things that have changed and all the things in our lives that we can't do, like playing with our friends or going to school. But there's always something to be grateful for. And so we're going to talk about what are some things that we can be grateful for and how do we be grateful in a time like this. So gratitude just means being thankful and to show appreciation for something. So I want you to think about this as we talk about this. What are you thankful for today? For example, today I'm thankful that I got to sleep in a little bit and that I get to spend the day with my husband and my dog. So that's something that I'm thankful for today. Even though it's going to be kind of cold and gloomy out, I'm finding something to be grateful for, and that's that's turning my negativity into a positive. So I want you guys to think of a gratitude as like a scale, or us as a scale. A scale is something that you use to weigh something. So this yellow thing is a scale. And some of you may have seen one before, some of you may have not. But when we put things on these little plates right here on the scale, if they're heavy, they go down one side, and if they're light, they go up. And on this particular scale, they're even because we wake up in the morning and we have a balanced scale. We have 5 marbles on each side: gratitude and disappointment. And disappointment just means something that was really sad or challenging, something that was hard, and so you feel really upset about it. So we can wake up every morning with opportunities for gratitude and opportunities to feel disappointed. And it's balanced. And then throughout our day, things happen. And sometimes when we feel disappointed and throughout our day, these marbles of gratitude might move over to our disappointed side of the scale. And then we kind of have our day isn't very good, and it's hard to be positive, and it's hard to have a good day. And so we feel disappointment is more heavy on our hearts. It's heavier, it weighs more. For example, if you're rushing to get to school and your little sister grabbed the last Pop-Tart, and that made you upset because you wanted that Pop-Tart. And so you're disappointed that you didn't get that because you were looking forward to that. Or you have to walk to school and it's raining and you get your socks wet. That is a big bummer. That is not fun. Those kind of things. You get to school and you realize, oh no, I forgot my homework. I forgot my homework at home. What am I going to do? And you feel really upset about it. So these are things that make us upset, but there are ways to take our disappointments and our sadness and actually turn them into something that we can be grateful for, so that we don't go throughout our day feeling sad. It's okay to feel sad in the moment, but it's so much better to change the things that make us upset and turn them into gratitude, something we're grateful for. When we feel disappointed or upset, we can move our marbles back to the other side by focusing on things we're grateful for. When we shift our focus to positive thoughts, we start to feel better. So now, those things that disappointed me, like the Pop-Tart and my socks being wet from the rain and forgetting my homework, I can say, you know what? I'm really glad that my sister got that last Pop-Tart. I hope it was good. I'm glad that I have food at school that I can eat and breakfast I can eat at school. Or I know today was rainy and my socks got wet, but yesterday was really beautiful and sunny and I had a great time playing outside. Those are things that can change our attitude into a positive. I know that I forgot my homework, but I'm really grateful to have a teacher that understands and that I can always bring it tomorrow. So those are things that help us start to feel better when we shift our focus, and then our day is not as negative Like today, I was going to take my dog for a walk this morning when I woke up, and I realized it's a little cold outside. I didn't really feel like going out, and I was kind of bummed about it. But then I thought, you know what? There's always later today, and I had a really nice walk yesterday with him. So I shifted my mindset and my gratefulness, and I was just grateful to get to spend the day with him. Some things that we can try to do. So when we are thinking about things that are upsetting to us or we're disappointed in, there's something we can say to change our attitudes or change our mindset to gratitude. So we can move those marbles from disappointed to gratitude. How can we do that? Well, for example, instead of thinking about all the toys we don't have and that we want, we can say, I'm really grateful for the toys I do have to play with, and that not everybody gets to play with these toys that I might have. Crying about math problems that you missed on a test, instead of crying over the one math problem that you missed, you can see all the problems you got right and say, hey, I'm doing really well. I did something really well, and I can always do better. This math test is just showing me the things that I know I need to work on, and I'm grateful for that. My brother ate the last cookie. That's not fair. Instead of saying that or feeling that and being upset by that, you can think about the times that you got to eat those cookies and how good they were, and you can't wait to get more. When you have to stay home all the time and it's really boring because of this coronavirus, and you hate it, instead of thinking that or saying that, you can say, I know staying home is really hard, but I'm glad to be able to spend time with my family and have this time with them, because you're never going to have this time again with them. And so these are some things that help us change our disappointment to our gratitude. Some ways that we can, I'm going to move me over here a little bit and see if I can move this screen. I don't know if I can, but I know this is a little, let's see if I can move this. There we go. Okay, how can we practice gratitude? What are some ways that we can do this? Well, Miss Scott likes to keep a gratitude journal. Just a little notebook, and I write down things that I'm grateful for in it every day. And when I do this, when I write down the things I'm grateful for every day and I wake up and do this, here are some things that I feel, and it really helps. I don't feel so lonely. When I'm grateful for the people in my life, even if they disappointed me, even if a family member disappointed me or a friend, I don't feel lonely because I am grateful for them. When we practice gratitude, when I write those down or I'm grateful for something, I have more compassion for people. I'm able to, even if someone did hurt me or I don't agree with someone, I'm able to feel grateful for them for who they are. We forgive easier. So if someone disappoints us, when we're grateful and we have a grateful heart for them and for the things that we get to experience with them, it's easier to forgive them. And when we are grateful for things or thankful, we also feel a lot of joy. It makes us feel good. If I'm just sitting in my disappointment and I'm not really turning my negative into a positive, it's really hard for me to be happy and feel joy, and no one wants to stay unhappy. That's never fun. It's always much better to feel joy and happiness. So these are things that can happen when we practice gratitude. So I would encourage you to write them down. It doesn't have to be a journal. It could be anything. And something that I have done in the past that you might want to do is I've drawn a jar. I drew a jar and I just wrote little things that I was grateful for inside the jar. It was like my gratitude jar. So that's something fun you could do instead of a journal if you would rather that. You can think about different people or things or events that you're grateful for. Like, who are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Are you grateful for your mom, your aunt, your grandparents? Are you grateful for your bed? Are you grateful for the food you have? Are you grateful that you got to go on a fun field trip last year? Are you grateful that you got to go ride your bike today? What are you grateful for? And you can just put them in. It can be anything and anyone that you're grateful for. You can put them in the jar. But I want you to remember that it's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to feel sad about something, but it's important not to stay disappointed and remember things we're grateful for so that you have a more positive life. And when you're positive, other people in your life will see that and they want to be like that. When we're grateful, others around us will be grateful too, because if you're happy, other people in your life will be happy and will see your happiness and want to be more like you. So it's okay to feel disappointed. I'm not telling you that you can't feel sad, because you can. If you get your socks wet in the rain, that is such a gross feeling. I know that feeling, but there's always something to be grateful for after you feel that sadness, and so you can turn your day around. So this week, what I want you to do is I want you to think about when you wake up. I want you to think of 3 things you're grateful for, 3 people or 3 events that happened. You can write them down in your journal. Or you can make a gratitude jar. You can even make one if you'd like to. I know some of you are very creative. And just put things in there that you're grateful for. And just keep them in your mind, so if you start to feel disappointed about something happening, you can go back to your journal, or you can go back to your jar, or go back to what you wrote down, and it will change, and you'll go from negative, feeling sadness, to feeling happy. For example, I'm grateful for my puppy today. I'm grateful for sunshine, so I can go outside today. Well, today's not really sunny, but yesterday was really sunny. I was really grateful to go on a walk with my dog yesterday. And today I'm grateful that I'm healthy and that I get to enjoy things. Even just waking up and being able to breathe fresh air is really something to be grateful for. And I'm grateful for you guys. I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful that you guys are staying safe and that and healthy, and I'm grateful for the times that we've gotten to spend together, and I love you guys so much.